Georgia has submitted the first part of the questionnaire to obtain EU candidate status.
Here's a summary of the article.
Georgian Prime Minister Irakli Garibashvili on Monday personally handed over the first completed part of the country's European Union membership questionnaire to Karl Hartzell, the head of the EU delegation to Georgia. I have the honor to hand you over our answers to the European Commission questionnaire in order to prepare a conclusion on Georgia's application for EU membership, the Prime Minister said to the EU official. Karl Hartzell wished Georgia success and noted that he was honored to participate in the historic process. I want to thank you and emphasize that it is a great honor for me to be part of another historic moment and to stand by your side on the path to this civilizational choice, the EU ambassador noted in his response. Garibashvili said the Georgian government and all relevant state agencies continued to work intensively to complete the second, sectoral part of the questionnaire, which includes 33 chapters and up to 2,300 questions. He added the government wanted to deliver the second part of the questionnaire to the EU ahead of the scheduled deadline of May 13. Based on the questionnaire, the European Commission will prepare an evaluation report on granting the candidate status to the country, with the relevant decision expected by the end of June.
This post received a score of 20,000, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Russia causing their own worst nightmare.
I wonder whether dictators ever study other dictators. Hitler was obsessed with wanting to prevent a Soviet domination of Europe only to cause a Soviet domination of Europe. Putin was fearful of perceived NATO encroachment only to unify the alliance and convince formerly neutral states to pursue joining.
Maybe I should be afraid of world peace. Did it work?
Unfortunately, it seems like you have to blow up some places in Europe on your way in order to make it work.
I mean, if it's in the name of world peace, wait, what are we doing?
I have brought peace, freedom, justice, and security to my new empire.
The world must learn of our peaceful ways? By force.
Oh Lord, he's made of wood.
1. What is your name? 2. What is your quest? 3. What is your favorite color?
4. Do you like me? Yes, no, maybe. I think you mean yes, definitely, absolutely. I rigged it.
I love how boringly bureaucratic this sounds. Some nations are forged in battle. Some are born at the peace table. And some are formed when the proper paperwork is completed, signed, submitted, and recorded by the appropriately authorized individuals and organizations.
The paperwork, Bosnia and Herzegovina version, 400 pages.
I was scrolling to find the answer section, only to realize this is 400 pages of just questions.
What's the big deal? It's simply 5 questions, broken out into 3,645 parts.
Physics profs be like.
We can exchange Hungary for Georgia.
I always thought it would be logical to trade Hungary for Turkey. If you had Turkey, you'd no longer be Hungary.
What do we do with the grease?
Don't pour it down the drain. It really screws up your plumbing.
This is why they received all that financial aid. Me, in the US, momentarily. Wow, given up on the US that easily, eh?
Well, looking at the peril New York is in, I don't blame them wanting to join the EU.
That's super interesting. I didn't know there was a New York in Ukraine. And no one even knows for sure who chose that name and why. Heads up. Reddit usually interprets any parenthesis in a web address as signifying the end of the URL, because they're also used to enclose the URL in Reddit's markup. So Wikipedia links ending in a don't work properly unless you put a backslash before the parenthesis that forms part of the actual link. So to get that link to work, New York.
You'd think after 10 fucking years they'd just code a very specific exception to that along the lines of, if the link is to wikipedia.org and ends with, use the second to close the hyperlink.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.